Conversations around the 4-day work week were first sparked by the COVID-19 pandemic, with workers and employers rethinking the importance of workplace flexibility and the benefits thereof, led by the UK. Namibia was also assessed, and it was found that it has a sound labor environment in place as well as dynamic labor legislation and regulations. Hence, Namibia is set to become only the second country in Africa to trial the concept of a 4-day work week. The founder of Pulse HR Network says the initiative is supported by both employers and employees, with supporters of the idea arguing that the deviation from the age-old concept of a 5-day work week enhances employee well-being while also increasing productivity.
You listen carefully to the arguments, whether it's from employers or employees, or whether they're for or against, whether it's unions or labor associations. There's two principal things that we are all agreeing on. The first one is that productivity is not where it should be. It's not optimum. We're neither getting the best nor are we getting the most out of our employees. Number two is that the well-being and health of employees is a huge concern. My personal view is that mental health is at an all-time low. There's depression, suicide, stress, whether work-related or not, in the workplace. And I think the 4-day week really is a way for us to see whether if we can work faster, if we can work smarter, better, less time, and have more time to rest, could this be a strategy for us to solve these two issues?
Ileka also explained the practical difference between the envisioned 4-day work week compared to the current 5-day setup.
Obviously, it's a different reality to implement it. So what it is and how I like to explain it is a business improvement strategy that has benefits for both the employer and the employee. How it works in practice is that you choose any day in terms of the 5 days, or for those that work 6 days or more days, an additional day that the employee should be off so that they can only work 4 days essentially, and then have 3 days of rest as opposed to the 2 currently. And the model that is used is called the 100-80-100. What that essentially means is that you will get 100% of your salary, you will do your work in 80% of the time, 4 days, and what is expected is for you to produce 100% of what you normally produce, just in a shorter space of time.
Employment law experts suggest there are no laws that could hinder employers from implementing the 4-day work week.
Nothing currently that precludes employers from implementing the 4-day work week. In fact, if you look at the constitutional provisions, especially under Article 95 that deals with principles of state policy, it clearly talks about the strength and the well-being of the employees. Now, if the 4-day work week could promote the strength and the well-being of the employees, why not explore it? Looking at the objectives, the aspirations, and the goals behind the implementation of this pilot program, I firmly believe that it has got basis in our law. Let's, just like Mr. Ileka pointed out, looking at the national development policies and plans, as well as where the country is heading towards as far as its human capital is concerned, I firmly believe there is definitely basis in law.
On the other hand, skeptics question the wisdom of the proposed change, highlight potential implications on conditions of employment like remuneration and leave days. For now, the 4-day work week will be conducted on a trial basis and will not be government sanctioned. Hence, it will not be implemented at national level, but on a voluntary basis.